It is time to call this meeting to order. We're going to call the meeting to order. You'll all stand. Those that can. Joe, will you say a word of prayer, please?
Dear Heavenly Father, we just come before you, throne right now, Lord. Lord, we just ask you to be in our meeting, give us peace and love and joy. Help us to listen to you, Lord, and not to our own selves. And let the meeting go according to your plan, Lord. In Jesus' holy name we pray. Amen.
Raise the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. At this time, I think we don't have the minutes from the last meeting. Do what? While she's looking for the meeting, for the minutes from last meeting, I'll try to go over the financials here. Our previous balance was $15,19.49. We have a total deposit of $37.45.28. Interest of 54 cents. Brought our balance to $62.65.31. Then below that, our expenses, water, the same every month, $54.27. Telephone is $112.88. Electric, $78.84. Insurance, and we're still trying to get the man to find us a lower rate. We're $641.75. We got the rest of the taxes paid that weren't paid last year by Miss Kelly before she decided to vacate us. Of $534.40, we had to pay late fees on that. Tractor payment, $345.25. Total operating cost was $1773.03. Left us an ending balance of $34.92.28. On our savings account, we have $10,837.75. And with the two together, you're looking at $14,330.03. We have a motion to accept the financial. Joseph Day made a motion. All in favor? The ayes have it. Raised hands, whatever. Did you sign that? You want to go ahead?
No, the voice is up here. The voice is great.
Oh, gee, thanks. Okay, well, I guess I'll do it. The July 12th meeting, I call it to order at 10:02. Joseph Day opened in a word of prayer, pledge. Ms. Guetta posted, AC is working for the meeting, the minutes of the last meeting, the minutes from the last meeting, because I forgot to tell everyone that I left a copy at the office. Guetta read the financial statement. We found the part for the tractor, so we're going to have to take money out of savings for that. Mr. Kelly is going to go reluctant to take care of that for us. That was where we found it the cheapest. We discussed, we had a drop in dues, which was expected. Dale went over the questions from the Facebook, which we have some more that he has posted that we'll go over. That's been to address them. One question was about how we could beautify the roads, clean up trash, plant flowers, etc. We used to have help from several different organizations, but it all dissipated. Another question was about market day. talked about it at the board meeting to start it again. Maybe get a mini trade day started. Give the community, pick a day for signing up vendors. Vanessa said that, she has a commercial snow cone machine we can rent from her. Another question is about the, POA, can the POA, do anything about strays? Yeah. Animal control will not come out and pick them up unless you catch them in a trap or whatever and call them and they'll come out and get them, but they're not going to come out and catch them. So, your discretion. Don't, don't tell.
Don't write about it.
Right. Don't take videos of it. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Animal control will loan you traps to catch them.
Yes, they will.
You can get them, catch them, you can put them on the internet, and ask anybody if it's their dog. If it's not, you can sell it, give it away, whatever you want to do. They've offered that in the past, I'm sure they still do.
Everybody comes in giving
Why would somebody pay it?
it's
If they're exempt like this.
If there's somebody's pets and they keep them in a pen or on a chain or something confined.
People 2 rows behind me at $10 to $12. They had a male and a female, they kept having a litter, after litter, after litter, and they just rolled off to the neighborhood. And it's animal rights people came and picked them all up.
One question about our house, the people with dumping trash, that had already been addressed, and we helped them clean it up. I went down with my own tractor, little tractor, and helped them. So the POA did not put out anything on it as far as, right. I went down myself, volunteered my tractor, my time, and helped them.
Thank you.
Another question was about the changing name of the POA building, make it Totem Lodge. That was approved by the people that were here. And so, whenever you address it, you can call it the lodge or Totem Lodge or whatever you want to. I've always called it. I've always called it that. I've never said the community center. Tony asked if everyone was in agreement to change, and everyone at the meeting agreed. Neil stated we can only do what we can do because we are volunteers. So we need everyone to just reach out with positive comments instead of trying to tear us down. Tony commented that we're all volunteers and sometimes we use our own funds to keep the organization alive. Getta said that we are still working on grants for help with the roads, so if anyone does grant writing, we would appreciate help doing so. Jane was talking about the flagpoles getting fixed. I still haven't had a chance to get up there to General Wire with a piece of that flagpole, so we can find I want to get scheduled lady PVC that will fit inside of it, that will strengthen it. And that will fix it, but I've just not had the time, various reasons. Motion was made to adjourn the meeting by Joseph Day, Vanessa seconded, meeting adjourned. We have a motion to accept the minutes as read. Joseph Day makes a motion to accept the minutes. Everybody in agreement, say aye.
Can I,
Just FYI, when I picked up, I suggested open season on litter bug with no bag in it, but of course that was shot out. So, there you go.
can I follow up on one thing, please? On the name change, I was told that we do have a sign somewhere around with the old name that we can put outside.
Not anymore, not to my knowledge, I've not seen that in years.
Would you guys like consider like putting some, like change the name on the sign outside?
We have a gentleman in the back that is a sign painter, and he's offered to donate, his painting materials, if we'll get the wood and stuff, he'll paint us a new sign.
We could take that.
We can take that one down.
Or just
They don't paint over it.
Yeah, just paint over.
Thank you very much. Just bringing this to attention. Thank you.
Mister, I'm going to ask that y'all step to the podium to speak. Stand if you will, please. I appreciate
It
it.
makes it easier for the recorder to pick it up.
I was wondering if anybody has called the electric company about all these limbs and everything they have piled up. They're everywhere. They're in the way. They make our whole area look bad, and they're decaying and turning black and brown, and they need to be removed. In the past, when they cut the branches off of the power lines, within a day or so, they were all gone. Now they've been there for a while, and they're just decaying and rotting, and nobody's picking any of them up. Can somebody call Chico and have them come, because they authorize these people to cut this power lines, the branches off of them. They are not picking up anything.
Can I comment on this? Go ahead. They've got, if you notice, they've got 3 of the machines with the arm and the blade trimming.
4.
4? I've only seen 3.
I saw 4.
This year, they're going the extra mile and cutting deeper into the property so they don't grow as quickly.
Right.
To my knowledge, they've only got 1 or 2 trucks mulching, and they are picking them up. I know this because I can point out several areas
They've been down
where
the
people have asked for the mulch, myself included, and they're delivering the mulch. And they're out here today, but there's only a couple of trucks doing the work behind 4 machines. So if you'll give them a little bit of time, they'll have it picked up.
Well, I know that Johnson's Rock Shop has tons of this.
They got some.
I call it debris.
Yeah, several people have asked for it. So
Mountains of it.
You got some as well? Good for you, I didn't know that.
What is it composed of?
Everything, that's the problem. It's not gonna be quality mulch. I got some several years ago, and it does break down, it makes good plant matter.
Right.
But it's everything from pine trees, oak trees, anything that grows, they cut it. So it's a mix, and it's very acidic. So it's not really too good for, growing plants, but it fills in real well.
That's a pipe plant.
Yeah.
Azaleas, camellias, rhododendrons.
It works good on some stuff,
Yep.
Okay.
but they're getting as quick as they can.
Okay. Well, I've noticed there's only 2 big trucks out here.
Right.
And then there's 4 of those cutters with the big
Yeah.
wheels on them. They started out with 2, now they got 4.
But they are really getting into the right of ways.
Oh,
like
yes.
They should. They're not cutting any corners.
It's a lot deeper than it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I mean, they went down Main Street, my street's dead end, and they cleaned all the way.
well, they're doing a good job of cutting it. They're just not doing a good job of picking it back up.
Bear with them, they'll get to you real quick, I
All
promise.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
My name's Leroy Massey Jr., everybody calls me Pete, 267 Star Springs Drive. I had a problem with Jeremy Satterfield saying, I like to know from the board, what's the rules on RVs and trailers out in this community?
You mean verbatim or just in general?
In general,
People bring them in all the time. I mean, they live in them temporarily, some permanently.
well, I just wondering because, I haven't complained about him over until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, saw him turning on air compressors and everything. I haven't complained about his dogs coming over and tearing my trash up. So now all of a sudden, he's gonna badmouth me on social media? If y'all write a letter, I would appreciate it. If y'all don't, then I'm gonna talk to him. I'll handle it myself.
I think if you look, most of the comments have been positive on your behalf. If you read some of the
Now,
comments.
I've read a bunch of his stuff when he first moved
I'm not
out.
referring to him, I'm talking to, everybody
Well,
else.
when he first moved out here, he wasn't welcome because of certain facts. If I'm not gonna come out and say it, but that's what he posted on social media. That's not the problem. The problem is he's on Facebook all the time, bashing the POA, bashing his community.
Okay.
When he drove down these roads, he knew how the roads was at. He's seen all these campers and trailers out here, and now he wants to complain about it. He moved out here, he saw it, he shouldn't have a problem with it.
By the bylaws, they're not supposed to be living in campers or in tents, and I know where there's somebody staying in tents too. But they have let them, even before I got on the board, come in, stay in these campers and stuff. So once that has been breached, you can't hardly go back and tell them, no, you can't stay in a camper anymore. You know,
Well,
you have to build.
Yeah, I noticed this
whatever.
deal about grandfather den, you know, but
And, you know, so.
I know 40 years ago, when my mom and them, there was trailers out here, there was campers out here.
Yeah. Well, trailers as far like a mobile home type trailer, those were permitted, but your RVs, fifth wheels, bunkables, whatever, by the bylaws, they're not supposed to be. But because they have been out here for so long and no one has ever stopped them, they can't stop it now. We can't go back and tell those other people, no, y'all can't live in this any longer. Y'all have to build your home.
We've been going to bylaws for so long that it's really hard to try to enforce them on anybody.
Well, if I had the money just to get his goat, I'd put pads all on that property and open up an RV park. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'm just curious when y'all are gonna talk about the trade day thing.
We would like to see that happen. We really
Me
would.
too,
Uh,
me too.
We did, like, the garage one that we did, we had asked the community, and if I have any feedback on it, what they would want to do with it.
Okay, because I'm talking about having a garage sale over here at Vanessa's because I'm so far in the back. But if y'all gonna do trade days here and start doing that, then
We need to, because.
Do you want to identify yourself too?
I'm Michelle Harris.
Okay.
Michelle Harris.
So, I mean, I would like to,
Well, is
Help
there
out in any
some
way.
Because I know there's a lot of people out there who want to do it. Can we get a committee together, set it up, get it going?
I would be glad to help.
Okay.
Let me say this, I know that before you wanted to get something going, and unfortunately, due to a lack of communication on the board, had nothing to do with you, that didn't happen. I was looking forward to it personally. If you would be willing, right now, I'm telling the board, if you would be willing to take this on, we will give you all the support we can physically,
I'll
what
do
we
that.
can afford financially,
Right.
and support you in any way if you'll put it together, and let's make it happen, because a lot of folks are showing interest in this.
And we, the POA, we can use it as a fundraiser at the same time that we did the last time. We had a gentleman donating a girl's bike, we're going to pick up a boy's bike so we can raffle them off.
I've tried to run with this before and I got shot down because of some people that said they wanted to do it and I don't think it ever happened.
I would
So-
go all for it because it would be a great thing, a fundraiser for us at the same time.
Right. Maybe I can get with you this week or something and talk to you about it.
If we leave, come up, we leave. That way it's better than do it all yourself.
Okay, because I even have people that are outside of POA in Indian Spring that want to come and do the garage sale,
And-
trade
yeah,
days,
yeah.
whatever here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
I know one of the guys up at the radio station personally, and if we can put something together for nonprofit, Elmer would read it during Metro Fair several times, and if we can get other people from outside the community to come out, get involved, it could turn into something.
Absolutely.
And give us time to make the flyers.
I have a friend of mine that has a sign and print shop that would print some flyers and stuff out for.
That way we can put them out like at Pit Row or
Yeah, absolutely.
different places, community stores, whatever.
Yep.
So, I don't have,
Thank you.
Has anybody addressed the county on the regular trade days that they took away from us? We used to have it once a month, and they took it all away, and there's only like 2 to 3 times a year we do it now. And all these people that were coming, I called them one time, and they told me, well, we're not getting enough money for it. Well, you know, I can add and subtract. 12 times a year, you're getting money is more than 2 or 3. So
Right, but it's the cost to put it on
that
is the
doesn't,
problem. It's
how's it
the cost.
costing them anything? Their people are paying them to come here.
it shouldn't cost on that. It should be.
No, not us, not us. I'm
No,
talking the city of Livingston.
how's
For
it
them to
cost
put on
them?
a big, well, they've got to get with the police, they've got to have police presence. That's not cheap. That's overtime for the cops. They've got the electric bills, all the overhead that it costs them, so I guess they crunch the number. I'm not defending them. I mean,
Yeah.
I hated it too.
Well, all of the vendors are paying to present their wares.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
When your vendors drop away, they weren't having as much participation. That's what I'm hearing. That's the story.
They lost a lot of vendors. And the few that were coming was not.
They said it was a financial decision.
That's what you told me. So,
And you got the people at the parks, the parks that have, get the place all ready to go.
Then clean up afterwards.
Maintenance, clean it up afterwards.
well, the vendors are, if they make a mess, they're supposed to clean it up.
Supposed to be work. Keep work.
Y'all did. Y'all never left a mess.
But it's not always the vendors, it's the people that show up out there and,
Well, that's everywhere.
that's everywhere you go.
Drive up and down our streets, you'll see cups and all kind of trash thrown out. And why do people do that? It's so simple to take it and throw it. If you don't want to take it to your home, when you go to town, there's dumpsters, there's trash cans everywhere. I don't understand that. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand why people throw trash everywhere. I was taught better than that when I was very young. I don't do that.
Well, there's the key to it right there. You were taught. A lot
Yes.
of the people we have today, they weren't raised. As soon as they were old enough to kick them out the door and let them go hang with their friends, they were out the door. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we're going to try to address some of these questions now that come in online.
You would like me to do it?
I'm going to let you in.
Thank you very much. You let me do it last time.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Thank you. So those are the questions the community asks on Facebook, and sometimes people call me directly or send me a text message and one of those questions, actually, I'm going to address the second one, your issue with Mr. Jeremy Starfield. And I'm here, it's on my list, we will get to it. But first one, let's go with Sarah Carmwell. And I do apologize if I pronounce anybody last name or name incorrectly. Please forgive me for that.
A little bit louder.
A little bit louder, okay. Okay. On Sarah Carmwell, she's asking, any fundraising planned? Can we plan a couple of years possible, like ahead? And I believe, Greta, she just mentioned something about it a minute ago.
For the garage thing, and I've also talked to Tabitha at the fire department, and doing another, reference, pancake reference thing too, with the fire department. So we've got a couple things.
Yeah. And I'll throw something in. They used to do plate dinners, stuff like that, barbecue plate dinners. But if you look at the price of a brisket lately, we would have to sell so many of them unless people want to purchase one and donate it to the POA or a fundraiser. POA cannot go out and buy the briskets. We could not sell enough to make any money off of them. Even if we did like chicken, quarter chicken, you'd still have to have them donated in order to make any money, along with the potato salad and anything else that you put with it, baked beans, rolls, some kind of dessert. You'd have to have people donate in order to buy the stuff or donate the stuff itself, the products. And until prices comes down on briskets and stuff like that, the meats, which I don't look for it in my lifetime, it's going to have to be, people are going to have to step up and say, well, yeah, I'll help donate. If you don't want to go to the store yourself, you want to say, well, I'll buy one, here's the money, we can go get it. But that's the only way we could actually do like a plate dinners or anything like that, people donating.
What about spaghetti dinner?
Yeah, there again.
Spaghetti goes a long ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, spaghetti does, but still, you gotta buy your hamburger meat.
Yes.
So you're gonna have to have, you know,
Hamburger is a lot cheaper than brisket.
it is, well, it's cheaper than chicken too,
Yeah,
but there are people who don't like spaghetti.
but they don't come.
I,
We cater to every single person.
Yeah,
We would be broke.
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, it's gonna have to be donations. People are gonna have to donate, say here, you know, this is what I wanna do, you know.
It's gonna take somebody to gather and push it.
Yes.
You need to push it.
No,
You sound like you can push pretty good.
I
I tried before here, but I got pushed away.
sorry.
Who are the board, who is the board then?
Let's not go there, let's leave that, all right. Let that.
None of the above.
may I say something in regard of the question, if you don't mind, please?
Go ahead.
Like, you know, everybody right now is going through hardship financially because of the economy, the way the economy is. Believe it or not, you're not the only one suffering. Business suffering, everybody is suffering, and people don't have too much money to donate. Let's be honest. I believe the last, I asked about our last, I think it was a breakfast or something like that, that we throw out. By the time we bought the stuff and we put our time, the return money that we had from that fundraising, it wasn't even worth the effort. So I'm not saying that, you know, it's not a good idea or it's not working. All what I'm saying is, we need to understand that people are hurting. They don't have too much money to be giving out. So we can't be expecting people to come out and pay a lot of money that they might need for their own grocery or something like that. So it's not like the people don't care or they don't want to pay or they don't want to, you know, help us. It's just the way economy right now is going, it's tough for everybody. And that's all what I wanted to add on that.
Well, it's funny, any of you have been here quite a while, you probably noticed like we have, that any event this POA puts on, 100% financial. We pack the parking lot, we pack the building, we pack the grounds. But you attach the dreaded phrase fundraiser to that, and they think it's gonna cost them something to show up. We have a few hardy souls that come and spend money. Every fundraiser we do costs us money, every one. I'm thinking, since I've been on this board, or even involved, one or two may have actually made a profit, but mostly it costs us money. And it usually comes not only from the board, but from the board members. When Kelly was on here, I can't tell you how much stuff she went and bought. Usually it was trinkets, but she spent her own money. I've spent my money for fuel back before we got the new pump on the machine. You go and put $5 in the bucket, put it in the tractor, you lose the stupid receipt. You can't get your money back without a receipt. That's just the way it goes. And that happened to me many times. Because I get busy and I lose things. I'm sorry. So we've all invested deeply in this community. That's what hurts so bad when you come up here and people chew you out about something they heard. Not because they called you or stopped you and said, explain to me what's going on. They heard something, and then they want to come chew you out about it. How we even have a board is beyond me. It's frustrating, but we try. Got that on my test.
Bad news travels faster than good.
Oh, yeah.
Please, sure.
And it don't even have to be true bad news.
No, it can be
It
bad.
can be totally fabricated. And people go, wow, I knew something was going on over there.
That's the worst part. That one travels fast.
Next question. So next question is Mr. Jeremy Starfield. We already addressed it a second ago, but if you allow me, I'm going to read his complaint or his message, and I'm going to just respond quickly to it, then I'll let you take over from there. So Mr. Jeremy.
Answer back. Okay, back 5 years ago, it was forced. and there's so forth, the two like myself had to go to jail. Okay? One was because we had program, couldn't give it back. So I started in my yard to live. The farmers came and arrested us, arrested me for that. I said, I'll come to jail 3 days, which after 3 allocated. The thing is, the reason it's not for, because 80% of people there, if we enforce bylaws, they would have to be in league, you're biased stuff. I had drinking $1 only, and that's why I work with most people on it. But after I only it leads for.
Thank you. So what I wanted to say here is, okay, I'm gonna read his question. Why is there a POA if most of the rules are not enforced, except grandfather in? Prevent further intrusion of homes on wheels and enforcing the rules in place. Not doing this will depreciate the property of the value, property value. Now, on his post on Facebook, he has good points, but like the gentleman said, he always passioned the POA, and he inject a lot of negative energy, like in the neighborhood, like he's feeling about it right now. Now, the thing is about him, like I said, he has good point, but what I don't like about it, this is my personal opinion, that he's trying to make a Houston out of Indian Springs. I live in the city. I don't like the rules in the city. I don't want to come here to Indian Springs and deal the same rules that I deal with in the city, right? So like what they say, don't California my Texas, right? It's the same thing. He's trying to Houston my Indian Springs. I have a lot of respect for him. He does have good points here and there. Now, as far he's calling home on wheels, look, our neighborhood, we're not a very rich neighborhood, okay? And a lot of people, that's the only means that they can live in. I believe if this, on our books, that we have something prevent these people to live in their, RV or something like this, I suggest that we remove this from our rules, because that's not fair. We are not here where people can afford to build $100,000 or $50,000 home. That's all that they can afford. They bought the property for cheap. That's why they came here. And then we should give them the option to live in it in peace. That's my opinion.
Well, I think the main focus that we need to be with is the fact that if they come in with trailers and things like this, and that's all they can afford to live in, don't trash the property and put filth everywhere and old vehicles sitting there rusting to pieces, 4 or 5 of them just sitting there, and all these other things that create a negative environment. This is what I think needs to be addressed, not a mobile home or whatever. That's what they can afford to live in. I understand that. I'm not wealthy either. I'm retired. I'm on fixed income, but I don't trash my property. There's the problem, the trashing of the properties. There's a lot of properties out here where several families get together and the properties are trash. I mean, they look horrible. They look like a garbage dump. This is what needs to be addressed more so than the trailers. That's my opinion.
Thank you for your opinion. What I was talking to my wife when we were coming here this morning, and I said to this point that you don't have to be rich to be clean.
Nope.
No. I agree.
Soap is cheap. So is picking up your trash and putting it where it belongs, not laying it everywhere.
That's a good point. And also to his point also, there is somebody running the generator next to his property. If he lives there, I don't know if he lives there, because sometimes he say he does and he doesn't. And if you're trying to sleep at night and there is a noise, it might prevent you from having peace in your own property. And I understand that concern. You want to say something? Come on, please.
We bought that property a while back. I'm not gonna say who come and donated it. If they wanna say it, they can. But come over and built the pad for us and everything. Had an electrician run over. The pad was there. We was getting ready to move. Somebody decided they was gonna go over and steal all the copper wire from the light pole all the way down to where we had to plug in. That pad has been there. When he bought that property, that pad was there. He saw that pad. How did he not know what was going on? If he knew the pad, I got a question for y'all. If I take the wheels off of it, will that satisfy him? It won't be on wheels anymore. Is that the problem with house on wheels? I can take the wheels off.
I don't think you should do any of that, but may I suggest something? I don't know, I haven't been to your property or his, but can you put the generator maybe like a little bit farther on the other end? Is that possible?
If he's complaining about that generator, he's got no complaint coming. Like I said, he's down there running an air compressor and hammering and sawing till 2:30 in the morning. I've said something to somebody about it, but I didn't, complain a bunch about it. His dogs come over and tear up my trash. I can't go over and complain about it. I can be a good neighbor. I can. If somebody treats me right, I'm gonna treat them right. But if somebody's gonna try to take a big old dump on me, it's not gonna happen. I am too old. I wasn't disrespected when I was young. I'm not gonna be disrespected now. Something's gonna have to be done. Period. Because I don't want to go down there and knock on the man's door and tell him, look, I can be your friend or I can be your enemy. Which one do you want?
Hopefully after next week, we won't have that issue.
But the point of it is,
I've got people across the lake, people across the street, haven't complained about the generator. I can go out to the road, in my driveway, I can't hear the generator running. So I don't know how he can hear it.
some people have access with the
Well,
But he also, some people want to get out here or not do a marketing. When we have a first and beginning of the year, 80 years, that's all we have. So to sit there and say, well, you can't have a generator, it's not gonna happen.
what I don't understand is him complaining about the noise of the generator. Like I said, when he's out there hammering and sawing and has an air compressor running until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it's ridiculous. Did it bother me when I first got over there and I didn't have a generator where I didn't have to hear? Yeah, but once I got in there and shut the windows and had AC going, I didn't have a problem. I mean, it is what it is.
Yes.
I just had to, I'm the type of person, if I don't get it off my shoulders, bad things are gonna happen.
Yes.
Y'all, I appreciate it. And I'm gonna tell you what, I do appreciate, hey, every one of the board members, I know from experience, y'all put up a lot of bunk that y'all don't have to put up with, but y'all do for this community. And that's what needs to be put out, is that y'all up here doing this for free. Y'all not getting nothing out of it. And people want to complain about everything. I have not seen one Facebook post about what y'all have done, just about what y'all haven't done.
Right.
And that's the problem with me.
Well, I think I speak for the whole board when I tell you we don't do this for accolades. We do it because we live here and something's got to be done. And when I reach a point, which is coming soon, that I can't do it anymore, when Gene reaches that point, when Ms. Tetta says I've had enough, then others will have to step up. But we don't do it for the pat on the back.
Well,
it's nice, but we do it because it's.
Last thing I'm gonna say, I appreciate y'all letting me kind of vent, so I don't have to do, something else. I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Like I said, we're not gonna get any type of no generator because we can't. We have hurricanes, we have, the power goes out when we're in a thunderstorm.
So the next question is Anna Sherwood Hutchinson. She said, I was wondering if it would be okay to build something like this. It's on the page. You can see it if you look at it. It's for kids pick up book and start exchange book station. If yes, who she needs to contact directly in regard building one outside.
Better way to do that.
I personally think it's a good idea, especially if we get the little deal built out here for the kids, to keep them out of the weather. I think this is a good idea personally. Again, you gotta keep in mind, vandals hate things that benefit the neighborhood. There's people out here that will destroy stuff just because.
Understand, but if we let them do it, and then, you know, at least we try.
And I agree, I think we need to.
And what we need to do is, wherever we do put it, we make sure it's in camera view.
Yeah.
Also, you need to put up more signs showing that this place is under camera.
Do we need to vote on this, or is it something that we can all just agree on?
I think
Would we like to do this? Not only for the kids, for adults too.
Right.
I have tons of books that I've read that I can bring up here for somebody to read.
How do y'all feel about, I'm assuming you can see the picture here? It's a little book drop is all it is with a door on it. For people to donate.
buy something like that?
I don't remember, I know we had a container where they put newspapers in,
Maybe that was
but I don't know about a book drop, I never saw one.
I'm not for it.
Anybody else think it's a good idea?
Kids need to learn to read.
Why don't we take a vote on it?
Oh, that's what I'm asking now, that everybody thinks it's a good idea.
What, for books?
For a book drop. For
Because
people
I've
to-
got probably 40 bazillion eggs I could put in it if someone has eggs. You know,
Talk to your neighbor, he's got my incubator right now.
I'm just saying,
Donate some to him.
I'm just saying, I've got a lot of fresh eggs.
There we go, we need to have a pancake and egg breakfast then, don't we?
Yeah, I pick up 15 eggs a day.
Wow.
A day.
You got some producers.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well, everybody think it's a good idea to consider a book drop for the kids?
Aye.
There we go.
Yes.
Sounds like a good idea.
So how she can get hold of somebody, we will tell her where she can build it.
Are you in communication with her?
No, sir, but we can.
I'm in communication with her husband on Facebook, on instant messaging.
Reach out to them, tell
Yeah.
them, you know, we
Okay.
talked about it at the meeting, and they've got green light if they want to build it.
Thank you, Greta.
Yep.
Thank you for reaching out. So the next question is, I'm sorry if I'm gonna pronounce his name, but Antonio Tony Mas Mosquito. I do apologize if I mispronounce his name, but anyways, he said, I stopped by the office a few weeks ago to pay my fees for the POA. About fixing the culvert on my road. Nobody fixed the culvert on my road yet. I was told it will be fixed as soon as they get the funds. The street is Clark Springs, and I think the county maintain it for the bus route.
Yes, to the very last part, the county does blade it for the bus route. As far as the funds, whenever you're looking at, depending on the size of the pipe that you're looking at, a 20-foot pipe can run upwards of $1,000, depending on what you get. What size, what diameter you get. They're not cheap.
What about the plastic ones?
Yeah.
Those are the things.
They've actually come down a little bit, but when you're talking about a culvert that's big enough to handle this location, actually it needs to be a little bit smaller than the one I put in, but this is all I had at the time. And Richard Kessel down the road was trying to sell his property. So I said, well, let me get out there and put it in. The issue is right where that man is standing in that picture, between him and that culvert is a main water line. It's a big one. And you have to be careful excavating down there. I don't want to hit it and get charged for that. So we did what we could temporarily. We do have a plan to repair this, but the problem is several. My truck is currently down. The POA doesn't own a truck to move that 10,000-pound excavator from job to job. You can't drive it that distance without burning up the brand new hydraulic drives we just put in. That's a long drive to go on that thing. So we've got quite a few issues. But the one that's glaring to me from being over there, he took this as a publicity stunt. His property sits on that corner, but at the other end of this road, we've opened it up wide and nice. He could have very well come in from Star Springs instead of Clark Springs. He did this to get a picture, to prove his point. This is malicious. He has options. but not being, doesn't want to be a good neighbor, I guess, and not come in the other direction.
And because he paid his dues, he thinks it needs to be instant.
Yeah, he thinks we need to jump through our backsides and fix any problem he has straight away. We're volunteers, you know, we're limited funds, we do what we can.
And if we did it for everybody, the POA would have them.
If we fixed everything that we need to
Has
fix out
over
here,
issues.
there's no way we can get it all done.
I thought the county maintained their road back there.
Well, they do maintain Clark Springs, and they will put in the proper size culvert. We have to buy it. They will put the culvert in, yeah, but we have, they'll come out and put it in. We have to buy it.
And pick it up.
Cause I go mow Mr. Richard's, yard about that week. I don't know, it was
2 weeks.
2 weeks, whatever.
Yeah.
And I got that 15-foot trailer. But I didn't know it would come in from the back way, I thought it was messed up. So I tried to go in one day, my trailer was off in that ditch, but you know, the road kind of get in there. So I had to back up, drive up this north, and get in there and go over the man's shoulder. And I've been trying to catch him day one, I never could catch him. Say, look, man, now if you're gonna make it wide enough, you don't have a trailer.
Well, fun fact about this culvert, let's say it's $1,000, cost $1,000. It will take 25 years for one property owner to pay $1,000. 25 years. So expecting that the POA is gonna throw $1,000 on the road because he paid his $40 fees is totally not reasonable.
Pete, you had something else?
I don't think.
Yeah, we'll move that chair out of the way.
Yeah, please.
No, I think everybody can hear me. Y'all, everybody can hear me,
Oh,
right?
I can.
Okay.
The mic, I'm sorry.
The mic doesn't pick it up, this is going live.
Yeah, it's not for the building, it's for the recording.
My question is about these covers. Is this going in a road or on a driveway?
It's
It's a road.
And the POA is responsible for covers going in on roads?
Yes.
Because these
County roads?
are not county roads. The county has never accepted them. They blaze the ones that the school buses go down. But
It's a
these-
courtesy to the school system is what it comes down to.
All right, well, I was just gonna say, I've lived in a lot of different places, and I have never seen a POA, a HOA pay for any covers to go to any roads.
No,
If
it's-
they are private roads, like these are, then POA has to furnish the culverts.
Okay. All right, that's just what I want to
County
know.
dig the ditches, I mean, they'll dig the ditches for them.
Yeah.
They will put the culverts in. Now, as far as digging the ditches, they might dig a little bit, but they're not gonna go the whole road.
No, they'll dig the ditch, drop
The culvert, they'll set the culvert.
So you just answered the next question, which is Alvin Austin James. Can you explain how the POA can assist with putting a culvert? POA, private versus county. Also, do they dig ditches when you put the culvert in? You just said that, right?
They don't, they don't dig the whole ditch depending on what area they're working in. They will put the culvert in and then they will put a short area at each end of the culvert to divert the water in through it. But if the ditch comes all the way out to the road, it really doesn't do much good. So, again, these are not really county roads per se. They do this for the school system. If the school system ever issued a notice that they're never coming back in this neighborhood, the county probably wouldn't come back. It's just for school roads.
Okay. Next question.
Next one.
Shane Jeffrey. So I don't think she lives here. She runs the ambulance company. Okay, and her question was, Bobcat Trail needs to be fixed for my client that I care for. The ambulance got stuck because the road is bad. When are they going to fix it?
Okay. That road is one that is constantly under repair. It's not, there's nothing we can really do with it because the water line is right below the surface. All we can do is come in and smooth it out to where the ambulance can get in and out. And it's, I mean, we'd have to go out there once a week to keep it maintained.
And every week. And it's like many of the roads we have, they're fine until it rains real hard, and then it just goes away. I have been in contact with my contact at the water department. They are looking at a way to move the water line out of the middle of the road and over into the easement where it belongs. If they'll move it, then we can work on that road and make it much better. But we have to be so careful on that road because it's been patched. The main line has been patched numerous times. They use these big blue metal clamps to put them together, and those clamps have bolts and nuts on them. So they catch the blade on the box when we grade the road. When we grade it, they want us to pay for the damage.
And on this also I want to add is our roads here in Indian Springs, they're not designed to hold a lot of weight, okay? You know, like the roads get rated. When you drive 18-wheeler, when you drive big trucks, there is certain weight that you can, and you cannot go through certain streets. Our roads, they were not meant to build for that. When I looked last time, the weight of the ambulance, it's approximately 4 times the weight of a car.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if the ambulance is coming in, let's say a couple of times a week into that road, it will tear up the road all the time, regardless whatever we do. You know, it's unfortunately that we live in the county, and that's how the way things are. I'm not suggesting that we don't want the ambulance to go there, because, you know, I'm thinking if I get sick and I call the ambulance, I want him to come and help me. But if the ambulance constantly getting on that road, it's destroying that road. And it's costing the community great. I'm not saying we don't want to spend money to help someone that's disabled and cannot get outside. But unfortunately, with the resources that we have, keep maintaining it also, it's a big burden on the community. That's my opinion.
Isn't it also owned by
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, there used to be a lake there, we had natural springs, and water coming from who knows where, and that is something with roads either.
A lot of people don't know this, we didn't publicize it, we just took care of it. But this gentleman lives over off Bobcat Trail. Not here full time, he's a weekender. But they have a natural spring that runs under Bobcat Trail. And when it rains, it washes out. We've repaired it multiple times. They got fed up with it, and then he and his neighbors went and purchased a 36-inch culvert. I donated a 20-inch culvert. We put in 2 over there. As we were digging, we put the culvert in, we hit the spring, and the water just came up out of the ground.
Right in the middle of the.
Right in the middle of the road. Could not have been better if we planned it that way. We ended up having to cut a 12 by 12 square out of the culvert, sitting it over the hole, and then filling the culvert around, so the water would bubble up and run out instead of coming up around the culvert. That was the only fix we had. We got creative. But he and his guys at the end of the road pitched in. I don't know what it cost, it's none of my business, but they bought a culvert, and how did we get it here? Who went and got it? You did. You went and got it
I
on
went
the
to his
trailer.
house.
That's what happens
In
when
Houston.
a community works together, for God's sakes. Yes, we're responsible for a lot of stuff out here. We don't have the funding, we don't have the manpower. So it's nice when the community comes together and works with each other to make things happen. I got chewed out the other day and called a liar at the mailboxes because my road looks nice. There's a reason my road looks nice. It used to be a bus route. The county comes down periodically and they scrape the road. We don't have a bunch of four-wheel drives, side-by-sides, flying up and down the road, tearing it up. The county put in some ditches. I mow my ditches, I mow my right-of-ways. I try to make my road look good. I mow property that's not mine because it makes my road look good. That's what I do. So people have to learn. You don't just come and scream at us about what we think we should be doing if you're not going to put forth any effort yourself. And a lot of people do that. I would lady tell me, Alex, come fix her driveway, but she pays her dues. I said, man, your driveway's not included in those dues. She lives on a bad road, and a past board member put in culverts for her. We put them in at this angle, but she sits up on a hill. Instead of coming in at an angle or giving her options, they put it just like this, and in the bed. And they get stuck getting it out of their driveway. The POA, in her opinion, has to go fix it, because the past board member did the initial work. That's the attitude we've got. And that's one of the many things we deal with out here.
The reason we have the name of Indian Springs is because it's covered underground with a lot of springs. And they pop up here and there and you don't know where they're going.
I can show you a place on the next corner that when it rains, the water bubbles up out of the ground. I mean, you can't stop it.
We have property in Doucette, and on the back side of the property, the whole property is full of springs. You can dig a hole 2 or 3 feet deep and water will come bubbling up.
Sure.
Same thing here.
So, to your point, Tony, this happened before I become member of the POA, okay? We had this problem in our road. We needed culvert. It cost about, at the time, I think it was like, they were very expensive, like $1,200 or $1,400. I was able to get it from Houston for $1,000. They were very kind enough. They came to get it. We paid for the fuel to come get it. I talked to my neighbors. I said, we need culvert. Can we pitch in? So every person, we had like 4 homes. Every person paid $250. It's not. I mean, it's a lot of money, but not like $1,000, right? So everybody paid their share. We bought the culvert. The POA came and put it. We did not expect that we need the culvert, the POA to pay $1,000. It was just simple math thing. And I hope everybody in the neighborhood, they think the same way. Just go to your neighbor and say, look, this road is serving all of us. Can we divide this cost and make it easy on everyone? That's all. You want to go ahead, please?
Yeah, come up to the mic.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Rita Womack, and I live on Sweet Sioux Boulevard, and I guess I'm the only one living on that road, so I'm out there digging ditches, cutting trees all the way down the road, just so somebody can come and maybe make the road wider, grade it every now and then. But I'm the only one out there. I can't get a lot of people together because I'm the only one on that road, so I'm out there doing it myself by hand. And I think if anybody wants something done, they should at least put an effort to go clean out your ditches, do something to make that road not be washed out. That's what I'm doing. So, and I'm not that young either, so I'm still doing it. And I just think anybody could pitch in and do that same thing to their own road if they want it better. They got to get out there and get it done.
I haven't been over there since they worked on that road. Did they cut the foliage back to the ditch line or beyond?
Yes.
Did they go on the other side of the ditch line?
No, I think it's about 10 feet from the pole.
Okay.
And it looks a lot better, so, and I still got trees. I could tell where there's still trees right in the middle of the road, but I still got to get out there and do it. But I work 2 jobs, so I work 7 days a week, so I can do what I can when I can.
Well, we can come show some attention. The issue I've seen on your road is a lot of the foliage has been let go for so long that they're not weeds anymore, they're actually trees. 6, 8, some even bigger inches round.
They got really big in the last year and a half.
We're gonna have to get an excavator over there and dig that stuff up and then blade everything, which we will get to. But again, until I get my truck finished, I can't even move the maintainer or the excavator.
I know.
We'll get over and take a look at it.
And I was wondering, do we have street signs?
Street signs.
Yeah, like
The county's responsible for those, and when you call them, if it's one that's been stolen repeatedly, they won't put it back in.
I don't think I ever had one. I don't know.
I don't know if I saw one of those or not.
Years ago, when
Because there wasn't even a street when I first got there. Now I can drive my whole truck down it.
years ago, when my in-laws were in here, them and some of the people that were on the board and volunteers got together. They actually made street signs and put them up. So all of those got knocked down, tore down, stolen, different things. I mean, they were just made out of wood, hand painted. And then the county come in and put up street signs, and they've been stolen. Stop signs.
Wow.
there was, used to be a stop sign at the corner of, Long Pull and, Old Barney, and it's missing. You know, and so.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for taking the time.
They just think it's funny to go ahead and steal these signs. Of course, they don't realize it is a felony.
Sorry,
One more question?
Yeah, last one. Sorry, we're taking so long here. The last question is from Vicky Hammond Reves. What is Reeves? What is it going to take to get the county out here? You could cut down those weeds. I've almost gotten hit 3 or 4 times coming around curve that nobody can see around the county. Needs to mow those roads that belongs to them. That's it.
No, I don't. No, I don't know what you can, I don't know if the county will come out and mow it.
It's hard to guess what the county is gonna do. Somebody told me they called them and they said they wouldn't be here next week. But as far as the mowing goes, we don't get that side mower out here very often. It's always busy in other subdivisions, but it does need to be cut down.
So do we need to make a phone call to precinct 4?
They'll tell you the same thing they told us next week.
The only other thing would be for us that have tractors with brush hoggers to do it ourselves.
Have y'all checked into getting that arm that goes on the side of the tractor so you don't have to drive sideways down the road and fall over backwards?
No, but I will throw this out here. A while back, I acquired a 4-foot John Deere brush hogger, a small tractor. If anybody has any mechanical ability or knowledge in designing stuff, if you would help me design a way to attach it to the end of the excavator arm, we can drive down the road and reach out there and mow some of the stuff we can't get to with the mulcher because you're at such an angle. But I can mow, so I'll donate the thing if somebody will help me turn it into, a chopper. Can't be done?
You can, but it's gonna take a whole lot of money to what.
Is it a PTO driven?
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to have a hydraulic motor.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything, it's gotta be a very high speed motor.
Okay.
The deck's not designed for it, it's gonna jump apart.
What I would add,
I tried.
I'm sorry. What I would add to that is like if there is a hot spot, like something really that's very bad spot, maybe if they can report that one, if we get like multiple reports for that, I would probably say it's a good idea. Didn't we have on the website that people still report roads being repaired?
Yeah, they can fill out a maintenance ticket if they will.
Yeah, so if something like this, I would probably suggest fill up a maintenance ticket. We still have the ability to do it online, and once we get it, and if we realize this is really something, not do the whole neighborhood, just to do the hot spots. That's what I'm trying to say.
The dangerous curves, the
Correct.
intersections where you can't see if somebody's coming.
Yeah.
We could have a cleanup day one time and have people come out there with sickles or machetes or whatever and clean that brush off of the corners where you can actually see around them. It would be nice. We used to do that years ago. We'd have a cleanup day and had 10, 12, 15 people and they'd come out and they'd clean the corners up. We did do that a long time ago.
So are you volunteering to get that going for us?
I just turned 74.
I know, but
You're still breathing, ain't you?
yeah.
According to the U.S. government, you can still be working.
Sometimes.
Your health and your age.
Maybe you can manage it.
nothing.
You can just manage it,
Manage it.
Manage it,
How do you get to work?
I mean,
Supervise it.
Supervise it, yeah.
we would like to have committees to have people help us because everybody's relying on us to do, which is, there's 5 of us, to do everything. And then when we get busy doing one thing, this is the black, and then they call on us about that and say, hey, this has been done, they have no idea what we're doing over here.
How many people do we actually have here that live here? Several thousand?
Yeah.
Oh, they live in the neighborhood, full-time residents, 800 or something.
That's all?
Committees get together what we're going to do for the trade days, the cleanup committee, you know? There is, the fire department can do, community service. We need to work with them and see what we can get for helping, you know, the community service. Another thing, that on this, we have different things that we do. What?
If you will, just make your address like this, what, we want to be there.
Yes. Go for it.
You all know that we've got an ongoing situation with the beach front, right down behind us back here. It's our contention that it was taken illegally. We can say that much. We have been instructed not to mention this man's name, although most of you know who he is. He's threatened the lawsuit if we mention his name. But we can tell you that these ladies, well, one of them, and the one that's not here today, spent hours going through documents from the burn building we had, and they have found some really unique stuff we didn't even know we had. The lawyer that we had in Woodville, we didn't feel was a good fit, so we've had to get a different lawyer out of Conroe. The lawyer out of Conroe actually represents high-end POAs and HOAs, multi-million-dollar projects. He looked at what we gave him, and we have a good feeling about what he's telling us. But this is a lot like a game of poker. You don't play your cards till you're ready to win or lose. So we've been instructed not to say much, but we can tell you, we are busting our humps to get this property returned, just a little extra, for the hell this man has put us through.
Well, don't we hold 20-foot easement around all of the lakes?
Yes.
We do, and we found that documentation as well. But again, some people have built fences clean to the lake. And if you're caught going around the fence, they threaten your life. That's a fight for another time. Right now, we're just trying to reclaim the beachfront. If this lawyer is successful, then we plan on utilizing him for future projects.
Yeah, the fences that are built that are beyond the 20-foot easement, I mean, they're past it, closer to the water's edge, a lot of them have done that. Okay, every one of those are illegal.
Sure they are.
Yes,
And we realize
because
that.
if you look at the Polk County CAD system, all the property that is around the lake is zero. It does not have a property ID. We don't pay taxes on them. And they're there because it's water.
Right. Well, a lot of people assume things that are not fact.
I
Yeah.
always thought that you can fish from the property, but you cannot cross the property to get to it. You
Yeah,
can do a
I
20-foot
didn't
easement.
hear what you said.
Do a 20-foot easement rule, around the lakes and stuff. You can access it, but you cannot cross that property to get to that 20 foot.
Right.
Correct. If you walk to the edge of the water, from the edge of the water inbound 20 feet, you're supposed to be able to walk all the way around that lake. But stepping beyond that 20 feet onto their private property, that's a number.
Well, okay, then how you gonna get to it without crossing somebody's property?
Well, that's a lot of the problem we've got. Every dam out here, you should be able to go on any dam at any time and start from the edge of the dam and walk around, or you can come back. But you can't walk across through their front yard, of course, to get to the lake. But you can park, you should be able to park down at the lake, or down at the dam area, and walk all the way around that lake. Sure, you can't do that.
All the lakes, dams, and roads belong to the POA.
Yes.
Yes, and that's some
All,
of the
not
paperwork we
some,
found.
all.
We found the documentation we need, we believe, to be successful in this fight. But there's no slam dunks when it comes to law.
Well, people that have a lot of money can just keep you going and going till they bankrupt you, and they know they can do that. That's the problem.
We are working as hard as we can, every effort possible, to reclaim that beachfront. So bear with us on that.
And before we close, I'm going to make a couple of statements here. will be a formal announcement on my part. I will not be running for re-election in December due to my wife's health. She's requiring more and more of my time. So, if she stays the same, I'll be here through December. If she gets worse, I will resign. So anyone wishing to run needs to submit their name and the information so that we can do a background check, make sure they're cleared, be able to run, to be on the board. And that's also to see that we're able to put your name on the ballot. Because if you have a record, criminal record, then you're ineligible and you wouldn't be able to serve on the board. Anything else?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Okay. We
I
have,
have one. Remember we talked about game night? I will come there on Sunday from 1 to 6 in King Church. If they move it, I got Monopoly, I got Villanova, or whatever game. If they want to come up there, from 1 to 6. That's right between your jobs.
Do me a favor, Bear, jot something down, a request on a piece of paper, and put that on there for us, so we'll have it in writing.
Yeah.
We need game nights, we need functions in this building. This building was very expensive to build, and it needs to pay for itself. But, again, it takes volunteers, it takes effort. And we are stretched so thin now, it's not even funny.
Well, like I said, I volunteered my time because I'm sick at home almost 90% of the time.
Sure.
Right? So come up here for any type of volunteer or anything else.
That is a proposal. Deal?
It'll be tight. Yeah, right.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Do you still have a motion to
we have
adjourn?
a motion to adjourn by,
Moving a while, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
do we have a second?
Second.
There you go.
Meeting adjourned.
Motion carried.